Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into something really fascinating.
Yeah.
It's about the future of a voice many of us know well, Siri. There's this recent report suggesting Apple might be looking outside its own walls, specifically to, well, AI powerhouses like OpenAI and Anthropic, to give Siri a serious upgrade, a real supercharge.
That's right. It's from TechCrunch, posted June 30th, 2025 by Maxwell Zeff, and it's causing quite a stir.
It really is. Because Apple, they're the titan of doing everything in-house, that famous walled garden. So my first reaction was, why? Why would Apple, a company so known for its tightly controlled ecosystem, even think about using external AI for something as core as Siri? It feels, well, very un-Apple, doesn't it?
It does seem counterintuitive at first glance, but what's really intriguing here, and what the report stresses, is that this isn't just a casual thought experiment. It states Apple has reportedly asked both OpenAI and Anthropic to train specific versions of their AI models.
Okay.
And the key part, to run on Apple's own cloud infrastructure for testing.
So not just passing queries off, but running the core models themselves.
Exactly. That points towards a potential for, well, a much deeper integration, as the report puts it. It's way beyond Siri's current ability to just, punt a hard question over to ChatGPT.
Right, that's a critical difference. We're talking about potentially weaving this advanced AI right into Siri's fundamental workings. So for this deep dive, our mission really is to pull out the most important bits of knowledge from this report. We want to explore what this move might signal for Apple's overall AI strategy, for the broader AI landscape, and maybe most importantly, what it could all mean for you, the user, and how you might interact with Siri down the line.
So let's get into that fundamental question then. This idea of deeper integration is huge. But why? Why is Apple, Mr. We Do It All Yourself, reportedly looking outside for something so central?
Well, this is where the TechCrunch report gets really specific. It seems to boil down to internal challenges. They highlight an ongoing internal Apple project, apparently called LLM Siri internally.
LLM Siri, okay. Makes sense. Right, based on their own in-house AI models. But according to the report, they've hit some pretty significant technical challenges with developing it.
Technical challenges?
Yeah.
That sounds like a bit of an understatement, maybe?
It could be. The consequences mentioned are quite serious. These hurdles have apparently forced Apple to push back the timeline for its fully AI-powered Siri. It was supposed to be, or hope to be, a 2025 thing. Now the report suggests 2026, or possibly even later.
Wow, okay. A year or more delay in the AI world feels like an eternity.
It really does. And if you connect that delay to the wider competitive scene, well, the report doesn't mince words. It suggests Apple has been, and I'm quoting here, falling behind Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic in the AI race for the last several years.
Ouch.
Yeah. So looking at OpenAI and Anthropic now, it could be seen as a strategic move, maybe even a necessary one, to kind of leapfrog those internal issues and catch up.
That definitely reframes it. Less about choice, perhaps more about necessity to stay competitive. So, okay, let's assume this happens. It's deeper integration. What does that actually feel like for someone just talking to Siri on their iPhone or HomePod? What's the leap?
Well, think beyond just asking for the weather or setting a timer. We're talking about Siri potentially handling much more complex multi-step requests. Imagine saying something like, find me a quiet cafe near the office with good reviews and outdoor seating, and then, book a table for two for lunch tomorrow.
Right, that involves multiple steps,
Yeah.
understanding context,
Yeah.
nuance.
Exactly. Or understanding follow-up questions without needing you to repeat the whole context. You ask about the cafe, then say, and do they have vegan options? Siri would just know what they refers to.
Okay, that's a big jump from
But it is. It's about moving Siri from a sort of voice-activated command line to a truly conversational, intuitive assistant, one that can manage complex tasks, maybe even understand a bit of emotional tone, and just generally grasp your needs with much more sophistication, all on your Apple devices.
That would be a game changer for how useful Siri actually is day to day. A huge step. It goes from just fetching data to actually sort of understanding. Which brings us to a really important question, I think, for everyone listening to consider. If Apple, known for its tight integration, its preference for doing everything itself, if they are reportedly looking outside for AI, for something as fundamental as Siri, what does that tell us about just how incredibly hard, how complex developing truly cutting-edge AI actually is right now?
That's the core question, isn't it? Does this signal a sort of new reality where even the biggest tech giants, the ones with massive resources, find they need to partner up for specialized core functions like advanced AI? Or is this maybe just a temporary fix for Apple, a bridge while they get their own internal LLM Siri up to speed? And perhaps most profoundly, what could this blending of internal and potentially external AI mean for the very idea of an Apple experience in the future? That seamless, tightly controlled feeling? How might that change? This is definitely something to think about.